Hello, my name is Rachel Norton, and today I am going to discuss with you drug addiction in Shasta County and my plan to open a treatment center that at some point can be self-supporting. I'm going to start with how I figured out that Shasta County had a serious problem. I just moved here from the Bay Area and lived in Los Angeles before that, so it was definitely a culture shock coming to Shasta County just because of the size alone. When I got here, a couple weeks into it, I went to the Wiener Schnitzel, and I had my kids and my husband, and there was a lady in the booth across from us, and she kept going like nodding out with her hands in her purse, which are as obvious signs of her being on heroin. And my 12-year-old said, "Mom, why is that lady keep falling asleep?" And I told him, she's not falling asleep, she's on drugs. So after that, we were leaving, and I saw that across the street there was maybe 8 or 9 people that were all sitting on the ground doing the same heroin nod thing. And I was really surprised to see such open display of being on drugs. After that, I kind of did some research and found out that there were only 4 treatment facilities in Shasta County, and half of them were church related. Now, I don't necessarily have any issues with God, and I think a treatment center is a treatment center, but lots of people in early recovery definitely have some issues with mixing getting sober and God at the same time. It's just a big change. So I also took a look at the jail. The Shasta County Jail is incredibly overcrowded. There's not enough bed space, so they are just either giving them a ticket and asking them to appear in court, or not doing anything about the problem. So there's definitely a need. There's a very, very strong need. Now, I should disclose that I am an addict in recovery. I have 6 years sober, and while I'd like to take credit for this idea that I think would work here, I can't, because I participated in a program which I would like to replicate in Shasta County, and that's how I know that this idea will work. Initially, we'll need some government funding, but when you think about the fact that to house an inmate in California, it costs $71,000 a year, and if you also take into account the amount of crime and the salary for the police officers and everything that is related to drug addiction, the initial costs are considerably less. So there are lots of vacant buildings. I'm sure that the Shasta County could get one at a reasonable price. They do some construction, turn it into a 22-room treatment center. And what I would like to see is almost like a decentralized setup. So when the patients or clients or whatever you'd like to call them progress, they become part of the workforce in the treatment center, and they can go to school and become drug counselors and work there, or they could do the culinary program at the college and work there. And so it would really be like promoted from within. I'd like to have it open a thrift store, which will give people good retail work experience, and the money can go back into the program. also opening a towing company, and the money will go back into the program. And also, the cars that don't get picked up can be sold without credit checks or financing like that on an honor system. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen it work. And small payments based on what the buyer can afford will go back towards the program. So, most importantly, when clients graduate, they will have a job, schooling, it may be a career, a vehicle, and a year sober. They'll have established friends, relationship, and most addicts relapse because they do such a short amount of recovery or no recovery at all that they don't know how to have fun in their life, and the symptoms from the drugs haven't fully left their body. So after a year, you should be well on your way to recovery. So I think that this plan would work. I think that investing in our community is one of the best investments we can make. And when you think of, the homeless guy on the corner who's shooting heroin or whatever, you got to remember that that's somebody's child, and he was a baby once. The little boy that you see at the store who is just cute and laughing, and there's no reason why they can't be saved. Thank you so much.